We could have had Kamala Harris. We could have had Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. But we don't. We could have. If people would have come out and vote, and I know I've seen everything on Rockland County, New York. I understand. But we have Donald Trump. And that is why we have what we have right now. That is why we have the National Guard, Marines in Los Angeles. That's why we have audio of children being ripped away from their parents. That is why we have what we have. We could have had Kamala Harris. We could have had normalcy and a path forward. She told us everything. There's some audio going right now of her campaign speeches where she warned exactly, play by play, note by note, of what was going to happen. We're seeing reporters being detained, removed from the scenes so they cannot report on what's going on. We're seeing court orders being ignored, completely ignored. And nothing to hold him accountable. We could have had Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. We could have had people who had empathy and hearts and cared and wanted what was best for all Americans. Instead, we have the revenge tour of Donald Trump. I don't know what else to say. I'm completely overwhelmed by the amount of stories and news coming out right now. I don't even know where to turn. I see a video, I'm interested in it, but I flip to the next one because there's so much right now. And to think what we could have had, what we should have had, what we might have had with Kamala Harris. But instead, we are stuck with Donald Trump. And we are it feels like a lifetime. But we are barely a fraction of the way into this term. It is unbelievable. And I don't know what else to say other than we should have had and we could have had a different option.
Hey guys, welcome back to Afro Judy. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Whatever is going on in the United States right now is even scary to a point that the white community are coming out and regretting not voting for Kamala, saying that it could have been even better with Kamala because they never knew that at one particular point there will be deployment of the National Guard troops, that the Marines will be brought in because of the protest. And protest is not illegal. This is a way of people practicing their democratic right. And this is exactly what the minority groups have been experiencing for quite a long period of time. And right now, the ICE are raiding and hunting the immigrants like animals. They are begging for unity from other community, and yet the black folks tried to warn them all before November 5th that whatever is coming, it will be a huge wave that will shock you all, but they never listened. Right now, it's happening right in front of them. So guys, without further ado, let's dive in and kindly give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're coming across the channel for the very first time.
I don't want to hear another white person say the word illegal for the rest of my goddamn life. We are living on stolen land. Our ancestors forcibly and violently seized this land from the indigenous peoples who were living here for generations before we ever showed up. We do not get to call them illegal. We don't own the fucking planet. Nobody does. We are evolved monkeys with opposable thumbs who use them to write little monkey scribbles on a slice of tree, and we call it a birth certificate with our little monkey sounds. All of it is made up. None of it is real, and it doesn't fucking matter. And it's certainly not a valid reason to rip a terrified, screaming child away from his weeping mother. And I am tired of being made to feel like I'm crazy for being angry about this. Capitalism is just narcissism as an economic system. Imperialism is just narcissism as a foreign policy. If the lion can't claim the safari for himself and call the elephant illegal, then neither the fuck can we!
Feel tough with your assault rifles and your sticks? You should be standing here with us. You're on the wrong side of history. We know you got a job to do, but you took an oath to the Constitution, not to the fascists in the White House. Think about what you're doing now. Think about what this means. Coming into our community. Peaceful community. People working their jobs. They send in men in military fatigues. Weapons of war into our communities. And you stand here and you allow it. I am sick and tired of it. You should be sick and tired of it. You think any of these people in the White House sending you these commands give a f*** about you? Not one of them do. They laugh at you. Our president laughs at you. He calls you fools. He said the people who died overseas in the military were chumps. That's who you're offending right now. Think about your place in history, ladies and gentlemen. Ask yourself when you wake up tomorrow. I don't know if you have kids. Ask yourself the future you want for your children. Is it this? You can answer me. Is it this? Do you feel good about this? You're tough behind your masks and your fatigues and with your weapons, but how do you feel on the inside? This is our community, and we will fight for it if we have to.
I don't care if somebody has their papers or not. I don't care if they're hardworking or not. I don't care if they immigrated here legally or not. You will never be able to convince me that a piece of paper is more valuable than a person's life. You'll never be able to convince me that a piece of paper is justification for throwing somebody in a cage, denying them food and water, tearing them apart from their family, and then deporting them. That's sick. Oh, well, the criminals, the legal way, the this and that. The legal way? You know what's happening when people are showing up to their court hearings, the mandated court hearings, when they do it the legal way? They're getting detained and deported, okay? And you want to talk about criminals? Look who's in the White House, okay? Let's talk about that. And then, oh, well, the benefits, and they take all of this, and they do all of that. Undocumented people can't get benefits. You know who gets the most benefits in this country? The people running it. Okay? Every single time that a working class person gets mad at another immigrant, a billionaire throws a celebration on their yacht. Okay? The minute that you start caring more about what a piece of paper says than somebody's life is the minute that I stop caring about what you have to think. If you think what's going on is okay right now, I hope the violence and pain that you're inflicting on hundreds of thousands of people is returned to you 100-fold. No one is illegal on stolen land.
We are not pawns for Donald Trump's agenda. Why now? It's because the military was called upon innocent protesters. We, in our oath to serve, we serve the people of the United States. The Constitution, these constitutional rights are being stripped and just denied, and the military will not be pawns to that. So I'm calling upon the conscience of military members who served previously and now. We have a conscience, we have mind, and we have a duty and moral obligation to say no and resist.
So guys, welcome back. You know, people can be blaming the black community for actually no reason, because the 92% of the black women voted for Kamala last year, November 5th. The 80% of the black men voted for Kamala November 5th. But right now, they are blaming the same black folks who tried to warn them not to vote for Trump because they knew what's going to happen. They saw it back in 2016, and even during his campaigns, he promised that there will be a mass deportation that has never taken place in the United States. And this is exactly what's happening right now. You know, if you fail to listen to someone, later on you will start regretting that I wish I knew, I could have done this, I could have done that. And the Latinos who voted for him, the Venezuelans, the Cubans, right now they are embracing the consequences of their own action. And the Latinos who are getting detained right now, you know, someone might ask, why are you saying that the Latino voters are getting deported? It's not the Latino voters, it's the Latinos who did not vote for him, who doesn't have the document, or maybe their document is in the process of getting legalized. So it's their own community who betrayed them, to mean that there is hatred within the Latino community. What do you think will happen to other communities if the Latino themselves hate themselves like that? And if you see the white folks coming to the social media and regretting not voting for Kamala, you just know that it's not it. Something must be wrong somewhere. Because right now, even if we say that all the white folks in the United States voted for Donald Trump and all the minority groups voted for Kamala, Kamala would have still won, because I know not all the white folks will vote for him and not all the black folks will vote for Kamala, you know? It's vice versa. A few will like you, a few will love you. So you never know. And right now, it's regret all over, because even the life in the United States is getting expensive. This is not the dream that we are being shown on the movies. It's another dream. American dream is a scam right now. If the Americans are deciding to relocate to other countries and leave their own country, just know that it's messy. It's getting messy. People can't even afford groceries, and this is what they voted for. They were told that the groceries will be cheap, and right now it's even way more expensive. People voted for jobs. They claim that the immigrants are taking away their jobs, but the same immigrants whom they were claiming that taking away their jobs, they are being detained right now. The construction companies are at a standstill. The plantation farms are just there. There is no one to pick the berries. There is no one to work at those plantation farms. It's the immigrants who are doing this job, being paid a low amount of wage. But now, let the American citizens who claim that the immigrants are taking away their jobs, go to those construction sites, go to those plantation fields and do the same work and be paid the same amount of money that the immigrants were being paid. And the employees, like those who employed the immigrants, you know, I think they're the one who called ICE on them, especially that construction site. It might be that person who called the ICE on these employees, you know, because how comes did the ICE know that we have some people there who are working and they are undocumented? You know, it's them who should be arrested first. It's the employer who should be arrested first, even before arresting the employees. Because he's the one who agreed to give these people job, knowing very well that they are undocumented. Then you go ahead and call ICE on your very own employers you employed. Imagine calling ICE on the employees you employed. It's so diabolical. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think these white folks coming online and regretting not voting for Kamala, are they genuine, or maybe they trying to rage bait? Yeah, I know some of the white folks who voted for Kamala and they have been standing with her for all this period of time. They have been supporting her for all this period of time, even on their platforms. But there are some who are still there saying that President Trump will love you. This is the president we voted for. He's making America great again. He's doing his work. So by doing his work, he's detaining the school-going children. The school-going children criminals, because he said that he's going to deport the criminals. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I honestly appreciate it. Kindly give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're coming across the channel for the very first time. I'm your host, Judy. Until next time, see you on my next episode. Bye.